Hi, my name is Liz with Big Hairy Dog, and today we're going to be going over BOGOs in Prism. So this BOGO is a kind of promotion. So we're going to look at only this one promotion. We do have other videos coming about our other various types of promotions, so please be on the lookout for those. All right, so to start from our main menu, we are going to open up promotions. And you'll see a list of all of your current outstanding promotions. So we can see I do currently have a BOGO already going, but I'm going to start a brand new one. There we go. Now, as always, Prism does a pretty good job of telling you what is required. All of those red flags here are for us to go ahead and fill in. So we're going to go ahead and call that just a regular BOGO or a BROGO if you're like me and you have trouble spelling sometimes. All right, now over here under discount reason, this is why we are giving this particular item on sale, 50% off or free. So I'm just going to type in BOGO, excuse me, and our promotion type will of course also be BOGO. And actually, because we already have just a generic BOGO, I'm just going to call this my new BOGO. Of course, best practice is going to be to title this something that corresponds with the items that are actually being promoted. We can add an additional description, but that is not required. Now, you'll notice as we start going through and building our promotion, our general details on the side will start to fill out. So I can come over here to activation details. Now, I can set up a start date and an end date and a start time and an end time. If I leave it completely open, then this does not adhere to any of those date ranges. It is now just currently active and will continue to be active until I either inactivate it or give it a date range. All right, so from here, I can go ahead and select either my stores, subsidiaries, regions, or districts. And for this particular promo, I'm gonna say it's good for all of my stores. Now I can go down a little bit here and I can add additional filters like only specific price levels or whether or not it can be applied to manually discounted items. I'm going to be a little flexible with this particular promotion and I will allow it to apply to manually discounted items. I will not allow it to override a customer price level though, so we're going to leave that unchecked. Now down here at the bottom under apply, this is what controls whether or not this is a one-time deal or if they can go ahead and do it for a specific number of times or an unlimited amount. And one thing to keep in mind, this does depend on the receipt. So this is once per receipt or twice per receipt or an unlimited amount of time on that receipt. This does not stop somebody from getting back in line and getting it once more if it's supposed to be a one and done type deal. All right, that's where our training is going to come in. But we're good here. It's good for both of my stores, completely open, and it's going to apply once. From there, we're going to go to validation rules. You can always just hit next on the bottom. All right, so under validation rules, this is where I want to set up. So what is my sale item? So I'm going to go ahead and set up my item filter. And now I have access to pretty much everything that I can filter by in inventory. Well, let's say I'm going to go ahead and use my ALU. So ALUs are unique in my system, so I'm going to change this little radio button to equals. And there we go. Now let's save that button. And now it's part of my item filters list. Of course, I can start adding more to this, but this is going to be a pretty straightforward BOGO. So we're going to close that. Now under item quantity, this is going to be a true buy one, get one free. So they have to buy at least one. Now, we are pretty much set. So I do not need them to hit a specific subtotal. If they had to be at least $50 or something like that, we'd want to go ahead and add that subtotal. But other than that, I'm going to keep on going. So this is again for my sales item. Next on reward rules, what do they get? So one more time, I'm going to hit my item filter. And for now, what I will be doing is it's the same item. So it is essentially a 2-for-1 special. There we go. Save. So it's only going to work for this one specific item. Of course, if we use something like DCS code or vendor code, we'd be able to mix and match a lot more. All right, item quantity, one more time, that's going to be 1. And under my discount type, I don't want a 50% off, I want a free item here. So we're going to change this to price, and my discount value is going to be that 0. So that price will become 0 for this particular BOGO. All right, and now we can kind of see that breakout over here under my details. So this is my new BOGO, and these are the reasons. It is going to be activated as soon as we save it here. And it does apply to manual discount only once. Verification rules, and we need to sell at least 1 item, and it needs to match our filter criteria. And our BOGO, what they get is 1 quantity of, again, an item that matches our filter criteria. So let's save. All right, now when we save it, that's when it's going to prompt you to activate the promotion. We're going to say yes. And there we go. Now I have my brand new BOGO ready. Now you'll notice the priority was auto assigned. The priority gets assigned as you start to build these promos here in Prism. And of course we can edit, we can copy, but really the biggest thing we want to do is we want to test. So we're going to hit our Retail Pro button on the bottom and go back to point of sale. We're going to start a brand new transaction. And we're going to get that item onto the screen. So here is the first item. So that is ringing up appropriately at $18.99. Control Victor for the next one. And there we go. The second item, the exact same ALU, is bringing up that 0 price for that max 100% discount. If I go into details and discount, now I can see here is that discount reason BOGO. And now I can tend to this like normal, and we are all set to go. All right, and that is all there is to it. So now that we know that it is working, we can come back to point of sale and promotions. We can highlight our BOGO here, and I can edit this. So I can come back and I can add a separate start date or end date, and of course I can inactivate it if I no longer need it. But remember, it's always important to test and then change your dates. So thank you so much for joining me today. Again, my name is Liz with Big Hairy Dog. If you have any questions at all, or you are experiencing any errors, please feel free to give us a call back at 916-368-1070 and just let us know what's going on. We'll get you on our board, or if you just need a little bit of training on your promotions or are interested in any other type of promotion, we can go ahead and get you set up with a training appointment. Thanks so much and have a great one.